variety and find
and
favorites.
You've had no problem gaining weight. So from the day you went vegan to today, how much sort of weight have you gained and how much strength have you gained, just to give people an idea?
I've got to be fair, and when I say this, I've gained about 70 pounds, 75 pounds, but I also became vegan as a teenager. So to be fair, I was still growing, right? So I got out of high school at around 155 pounds. I was running NCAA collegiate cross country, Oregon State University track club, at about 155 pounds. So there I am, 18, 19 years old, fairly full grown, and so from there, the 155 pounds to 195, I add another 40 pounds, and obviously strength has gone up considerably from when I was a teenage kid or even a fairly small college endurance runner to now pressing 110-pound dumbbells in each hand and 900-pound leg press and all these things that are pretty heavy. So, but there's also something to be said. Gaining weight hasn't always come real easy. You said, well, you've had no problem gaining weight. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that's the case, because I have a metabolism that most people would trade me anything for. I can eat anything I want, which makes me have to work harder. Because I can sit here and eat 12 donuts a day, and I won't get fat. Just my metabolism just eats away so quickly. It just burns all the calories off me. So I have to eat quite a bit in order to see gains. If I don't touch weights and don't eat very much food, I'll go right back down to the low 170s or even under. My natural body weight is like a runner's body, and I have to fight with that to be in the 190s to follow my own interests, my own sports interests, career interests, and so yeah, there is some extra work.
So it sounds like then getting a lot of total calories, eating a broad spectrum of whole grains, fruits, vegetables, tofu, tempeh, other things, training hard, that's sort of been the key.
Yeah.
Is there any other thing you'd want to let people know as sort of a tip, whether it comes to training or nutrition, that you feel that people generally overlook, that's been sort of a key to your strength gains and success?
Sure. I think probably one of the best tools you can do, or best resources you can use, is to keep track of your progress, to log your progress. Imagine if you're an athlete and you're training, you're eating programs, whatever, you're following different ones for years. You don't keep track of any of it. It's all lost data. It's all lost time. It's all trial and error and experimentation you've done on yourself. It's a valuable tool for your own future and for other people. It's not there. It's just not available. But what I can do is go back and look, because I used to, and I still do on my website, but I used to handwrite everything that I was doing, training-wise and even eating-wise. I mean, I would chart everything that I was eating throughout the day. And I can see, whoa, when I was following this program, look at where I was. 190-something pounds, I was strong, I was my strongest ever, almost 200 pounds, my best photos, all these opportunities. And then when I was doing this kind of program, I lost 20 pounds, I was barely 170 pounds, I didn't look like a bodybuilder anymore, I was being criticized, I was about to give up, I was told I should stop, I was doing all these things. And you can just look at that and you can just match it up. Okay, this type of program led to this results, and this type of program led to these results, and it's as clear as day. Yeah. And so now when I'm like, how do I get back there? Well, here's how I get back there. I gotta train this way. I've gotta eat this way. So keeping track of everything is a tip that I would say. It's so basic, but most people overlook it because we don't have the time, we don't make the time, it's tedious, and we just don't want to make that effort. But what if you do? And we talked earlier today, just during lunch, that because I've kept records of it on my computer for years, I've been able to extract that and use it in my book as an example to show people and to tell the story of my life for the last 3 years. It's amazing to see how other aspects of your life affect your athletic progress too. Cool. So definitely do that. Definitely keep track of things.
Yeah, keeping track. It's sort of a way for me, keeping a journal is a way to keep myself accountable as well, because it's really easy to forget both the good things and maybe the mistakes that were made in the past, and reflecting back on those can help you learn. At least it helps me learn what
Absolutely.
I did well, what maybe I didn't do so well, so I don't make the same mistakes in the future as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So switching gears a little bit, let's talk about motivation.
Let's do it.
Because bodybuilding is a pretty solitary sport. I mean, and also with your traveling and your speaking, you're on the road a lot, you're training a lot, you might have a long time to, it might be 6 months before your next competition, and it's really sort of a solitary thing. So how do you stay motivated to work towards a goal that might be pretty far off, maybe a year off, maybe 6 months off or further? What's your sort of perspective on